you, I know the weather last Sunday was really iffy with the snow coming down, and you maybe didn't make it to church. But the cantata that the choir sang was really wonderful. I mean, kudos, kudos. You did a wonderful job. One of the songs that I enjoyed the most, that I think the choir got a little into a bit, was Joseph, Strong and Faithful Man. It reflects on the reading that I just shared with you today. Joseph struggled mightily of what to do about Mary. He cared about her, but she has a child from someone else. He didn't really know. And then he decides, I'm just going to dismiss her quietly, not make a big scene. I mean, actually, he could, in Jesus' time, she could have been stoned in the streets. She could have been taken to court because of what she had done. But the dream of the angel's words changed his mind. And he does decide to take Mary as his wife and to begin a fresh new life. They head to Bethlehem together because that was what they were to do, to be registered according to the law. A fresh new life, and yet so many challenges ahead of them. One of the most powerful things that I think about Joseph is that Jesus is named by him. The angel tells him to name him Jesus, Emmanuel, God with us. That simple phrase, God is with us. What a difference a pronoun makes. God is with us. God is not with you or me. God is with us. God is with us, not for you or for me. God is with us. God becomes flesh in Jesus, Emmanuel. God is with all humanity. It helps us to remember that we are not to turn away from others when we are turning to those who are in need, and we need them as much. We turn away from accountability and responsibility. In the past few days, one of our neighboring congregations, Shawnee Mission Unitarian Universalist Church, Schmooch, has opened up a homeless shelter. And this past week, Emily had the opportunity to actually see the beds and see what's happening there. To open their doors to this kind of ministry, it was risky, it was challenging, but they couldn't turn their backs on people. They saw that it doesn't matter what your religion is or what your background is, that God with us means something. Recently I've seen on Facebook postings of there was a Muslim, a Jew, a Hindu, and a Christian walked into a coffee shop. And what happened? They drank coffee, they ate snacks, they had stories to share, laughter to share, and nothing happened. It's not a joke. It happens all the time. In that we are to see that we are to get along and to be present with one another, of how God is with us. It's hard, I think, sometimes when you watch the news and the politics that are going on in Washington, D.C., and the hearings and the trials, and it's like, man, can't we just all get along? Why this attack? Why this disrespect? Why this frustration? We are to be different as God's people, for God is with all humanity, and we are to lift up the good news of what God is doing, not in just our lives, but all around the world. We are to see God's presence. Today we will have a baptism at our second service, plan will be baptized here in the waters, and he will be received into our congregation. It's interesting, all of a sudden we've been having a lot of people asking about baptisms, and that's such an exciting thing to have happen in a congregation. To bring in the waters of baptism, to renew ourselves, and to remember our promises. It's not just the promises of the parents and the sponsors, but it's the promise of the congregation that we make to this child, that this makes a difference. So today as you leave here, I want you to remember the wonder, the hope, and the joy of God coming in flesh to be with us all, for all of humanity. That's what makes a difference in the world we live in today, to remember who we are and whose we are, and how we are called to live out our lives. And people say, Amen.